This is another example of the VWAP in action. Again, this was from yesterday's trading session, and we're on Dow Chemical with the ticker DOW. I've got the various time frames, 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, and 10, 20, and 30 across the bottom. We're on NT8. And the VWAP, as I'm sure you're aware, is very much an intraday trading tool. And it's one of the 5 that we offer with this particular indicator. So this is the first one. It's the foundation of all the others. And it resets at the start of each session. Hence the reason it is very much an intraday trading tool. If we start with perhaps the 30-minute, just for context, but before I do that, what you will see instantly from these time horizons is the VWAP, which is this line in the center, and we've got our 2 envelopes either side set at 1 standard deviation. The VWAP is very much rising across all the time horizons. So this was very much a bullish move as opposed to bearish in our previous examples. So if we start with the 30-minute, and as always, we use it in conjunction with volume price analysis, which is a key component. And if we just pull this across, here we are. We started off here on the time horizon with a long-legged doji, so a lot of indecision about. Then we had this nice widespread up candle. However, when we look at the volume of the next candle, we've got higher volume, but a narrowing of spread of the candle. So when we're looking at this over the hour, we will certainly see that over the hourly period, this would have been a very nice rally. But when we're looking at it on the 30-minute time horizon, we're looking at the potential for this to either slow, move into congestion, or possibly reverse. So had we ridden this up, then certainly from a 30-minute perspective, it gives us that all-important heads up as to what to expect next. And that's certainly the case from this volume bar here, where we've got, what is it, maybe a third of the price action of this one, and yet we've got increased volume. So clearly this particular rally, nice as it is, looks to be running out of momentum. We've got increased volume rising, but we've got a reduced result. It's the classic effort and result of Wyckoff's third law. We've got lots of effort going in, but the actual result here is not as we would expect if we consider this to be in agreement with this candle and this amount of volume. So certainly from that perspective, we would be eyeing this with caution had we jumped into this particular rally once it has started to move across the faster time frames. Let's jump down onto, let's have a look at the 10-minute, see how that was shaping up. We had nicely rising volume here once we got away from this area here. And if you notice, the volume here on these 2 candles here is actually falling. And you will almost certainly see that anyway as the session gets underway. As I mentioned in a previous video and also in the introduction, you will always get this, the shape of this volume will tend to be higher at the start. It will then move into its regulated performance, if you like, throughout the session, and then we get this increase again at the end. So typically that's the shape of the volume that you will see across the time horizons. So we're seeing volume fall away here, but it looks as though the selling pressure is easing off, and then we get this nice rally. We've got rising volume, rising prices, and then we'd certainly be looking at the slower time frames to see whether are we going to continue higher? Are we going to go into congestion? Are we going to roll over? We certainly move beyond the 1 standard deviation envelope here. And then we move into this sort of general downtrend. What's interesting here, though, of course, is that as we're sliding off, we do come back again and test the VWAP here. You can see it being tested here. And then it bounces off at the end of the session under this big injection of volume right towards the end. So you will see this a great deal. You will see this, the price action moving back to the VWAP, either acting as support or resistance, depending in which direction we're going. It's just one of those characteristics, if you like, of the VWAP itself. Let's go down onto the 5-minute, see how that shaped up. We had this nice rally here. Once we got away from this region here, we moved back above it. and then we start to see this nice trend develop. We've got rising volume, and then we move into sideways congestion, and that may be enough for you to close out with that particular opportunity. We're in congestion for the rest of the session, then we do actually move back to test the upper level of the 1 standard deviation down onto the 3-minute. Very similar. And note again across the time frames how it is that the price action is constantly moving back to test this level, back to test it here, but it acts as support, helping to push the price higher in this particular trend and stop it reversing all the way back down to where it started the session. And the same is true of the 1 minute as well. So again, very classical example of several things. First of all, using multiple time frames. Secondly, the importance of volume price analysis. And thirdly, how the VWAP itself will tend to attract the price and act as either support or resistance in each case. So thanks for watching this video. Lots more to come as always. See you soon and bye for now.